As someone who does a lot of live video content, I'm used to not talking to anyone per se that I can see. I remember going to this speaker organization, and it was like a monthly meeting, and they were all talking about me getting on live video, and that these people speak in front of like 5,000 people. And they were like, I don't know how you do it. And I'm sitting there going, I don't know how you do it. Like, you're speaking in front of 5,000 people and you're worried about getting on camera and pushing the go live button. And I started to realize what that meant. It wasn't that they were necessarily afraid of getting on video. When you are speaking in front of people, you get immediate feedback. You learn what we call cues, or how people act, or their mannerisms on, are they getting it? Are they confused? Are they bored? Right? Like if somebody's yawning, you know they're really bored right now, right? And so speakers on stages learn to either like explain, right? Let me explain a little deeper because I could tell they're not getting it, or they're a little bored, so it's time to tell a joke, or it's time to be funny, or it's time to grab their attention, right? And so the same thing is true. And I want you to think about this. The best experience you can get on Zoom is to turn your camera on. Yes, this is tough love Chrissy coming in here. And a lot of times we're like, maybe you're a teacher and you're like, well, I wish people would turn their camera on too. But hindsight, I don't turn my camera on when I'm on Zoom calls. Whenever possible, I have my camera on. If I'm in shorts, like I am now, I don't know if you can tell that don't match, I may turn my camera off if I'm going to stand up, right? If I am going to go to the bathroom, or I'm on my phone and I'm driving, camera off. However, when I am sitting in front of the camera and there is somebody that I respect and that I am giving them my attention, I'm probably paying them a lot of money in the process too. I want to be engaged. What happens when we're not engaged? If our camera's off, we have another screen up. Let's be honest. We're working on something else. We're not 100% in, which means number one, we're not 100% obtaining the knowledge that this expert, who is probably where we want to be, we're not obtaining and taking in all that knowledge, which means we're really just not learning anything, right? Sure, we can go back and watch the replay, but why not, if we can, be invested as much as we can in that moment? Think about it. Number one, it's respectful. Number two, they're paying attention to the faces they see. If the faces look confused, they can explain. If the faces look tired, they can have a dance break. If the faces look like, oh my God, I'm in this, I want more, they're going to keep giving it. It's going to like build them up. It's going to give them so much energy. It's going to give them so much more that they're going to be like, oh my gosh, they are into it. They are loving it. I'm totally going to give them more. Look at their faces. Look how excited they are. Look at all the notes that they're taking, and they're going to be in it. So my question is, do you want this more in the containers that you teach? My next question is, do you want the speaker or the person you're trying to learn from to give you all they've got? They feed off your energy. If you are there, nobody wants to talk to a bunch of names on the screen. I'm sorry, friends. And this goes for my containers too. And you know, I love you. I understand you sometimes need to turn your camera off. But if you are there to learn, be there to learn. I have been afraid of having my camera on when I'm eating. And then I just put my camera or my food to the side, and I'll be like, and come back, right? And so I want you to remember that the speaker, whether it's at a live event or the speaker on a Zoom is hard, y'all. I'm just going to say it. I'm going to bring out my accent, country accent. Zoom is hard. Zoom is hard. It is hard talking to a screen. It is exhausting talking to a screen. I do a lot of in-person, and the in-persons energize me because I can see their faces right there. But when people show me their face on a Zoom, I also get energized. I also get excited. It's also respectful. It's also giving them the energy they need to keep going. It's also giving them the knowledge because they can see the cues. Do you understand? Are you with me? Am I confusing you? Am I losing you? Do I need to go back and explain a little bit deeper? So think about that next time you get on a Zoom call. I love you, whether you show me your face or not, but understand that I and other teachers, other coaches, other leaders, and mentors can give you so much more when you choose to show your face on the camera, when you choose to interact, when you choose to be a part of the conversation, being expressive, and showing your face on camera. So try it out. If you haven't done it in a while, try showing your face, see what happens, see if the learning is better, see if you obtain more, see if you have more takeaways, and see if it changes the experience for you, just like it will the person that you are showing up for.